Okay, so I'm used to doing Marco Polo, but instead I'm just gonna do a video, which to me feels the same. So I'm gonna walk for about 40 minutes, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna film the whole time, but just sort of, it kind of will just keep me motivated. So I left my house, and first thing I see is a toilet. It's trash day, and I think they'll probably be picking that up sometime soon. But actually, I think trash day was yesterday, so that might sit there a week. But yeah, it's kind of overcast outside. It's a little chilly. It's still March 24th, 2020. It's cold, but yeah. I don't really know what to say, but I also don't know how to merge videos together on the YouTube thing yet, because on Marco Polo I would just stop this and just go on to the next video. But I turned my notifications on YouTube because, like, well, if my friends watch the video, then maybe it will. I don't really know exactly what the notification does on YouTube, but I have some YouTube people that I follow, Tiffany Jenkins being one of them, and so I turned my notifications on just a little while ago, and I got this kind of like a ding on my phone, and I had just got out of the shower, and it was like, Tiffany Jenkins live, and I was like, I've never been able to see her live because I've been at work, and I don't know if she does it on the weekends, but I've never had my notifications on. So I just clicked on the link and started watching her, and it was cool. I've never been on a YouTube live or Facebook live thing to be part of, like, engage, and I was able to comment on it. And when she asked, like, what is something cool that's going on in your guys' neck of the woods, that's me paraphrasing, but something cool to add while everybody's kind of stuck at home and stuff, something cool to focus on. And I commented, I got an exercise mat and a scale over the weekend, gonna get back in shape. And so, like, she read that. I think she had 5,000 people watching her, but she read that and she's like, oh, that's cool, Candy. And I don't know her. Well, I've Googled the crap out of her and watched, like, all her YouTube videos, but it was just cool to hear her say my name, because it's like, I don't idolize her, but she is a really cool human being. So, we have a car. This is kind of cool. I'm trying not to get license plate numbers, but here's the little guy. Oh, he did not. I wonder if he got pulled over intoxicated or something. I don't know. A rough night. But yeah. I wonder if I'll be able to trim this out. I'm not putting this live, so I seem to have a going rate right now of 2 weeks. Well, they're the 6-week Krav Maga, but I would like to stick with this because I like journaling and kind of keeping track, but sometimes it's hard for me to keep it in the same place. Like journaling, I probably should pay attention to where I'm walking so I can get back home easy. Oh well, I'm decent with directions, but journaling, I like paper. I love paper. Like a squirrel likes nuts. Well, I also like acorns, but I really like paper. and books of blank pieces of paper that I can write in. So I have many journals, and I have some from when I was 15 and one from 3rd grade. But it's like I write, there's only a couple journals where all pages are utilized. Most of them is just like first few pages are utilized, and then I go on to the next one. Or like first few pages are utilized, and it's like 19 or like 2007, and then like there's like a 2-year gap, and it's like, oh, okay, it's been 2 years. But it really wasn't like a 2-year gap in the journaling process. It was just like a 2-year gap. I guess I put that journal in a safe spot and wasn't able to get back to it until 2 years later. In the meantime, I wrote on everything else. So what I'm hoping is that, I could just kind of watch the time on this thing. I set the time on my phone for 44 minutes so that anytime I spent talking before I started walking, I could actually have a full 40-minute walk. But now that I look at the top of this, I see a time, 6 minutes and 28, 29, 30 seconds. Just keeps going up. But if I post these, kind of like be able to just see a progression. So less work for me to keep track of stuff, I guess. But I feel like it would probably help people, I don't know, just because I like watching Tiffany Jenkins, and maybe this will help. Oh, that's kind of cool. This tree is just sort of broken off in many areas. There's some, but yeah. Hi, puppies. They're like, please come walk us. We want to go play. I hear you, fellas. It's to be able to walk around outside of the yard is really nice. But something interesting to say. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to trim this up. So maybe it just gets posted if I post this. Yeah, so I really can't think of stuff to say right now. I think because I'm trying to focus on, like, what if a lot of people saw this? Then they're just watching me walk in circles. Well, I'm just gonna stay quiet until I have something to say. Like, I'm not gonna say anything until I actually have something to say. Like, mum's the word. I'm not gonna say anything. You know those gumballs out of trees? The ones that you have to have a special rake to pick them up. And they're kind of like good for nothing except for, oh, we have a dog on the loose. Let's see. We don't know this dog. We're just gonna name him Sparky. And he's just going somewhere. Sparky! Yeah, he's just on a mission. Just random dogs going places. He needs to talk to the brothers that were in the other yard. Like, yo, this is how I broke out. This is how you can break out too. You don't have to stay in doggy prison. They just want you to think that you're supposed to be held captive. Yeah, man, you gotta, I don't really know what a dog breakout would look like. Let's hear. Oh yeah, I hear the dogs barking. Yeah, Sparky's got them all riled up right now. It's cool to be Sparky, but it sucks for the other dogs. Hopefully Sparky will spread the love. Let's see. What's some other stuff? Oh, there's another dog in the window. I don't want to show you the dog because then, but he's staring at me. But if I show you him, it has the address on the house, and I don't know for privacy people. It's probably not good to show you their addresses, so I'm just not gonna show you that dog. But these dogs, they are trying to come together. Like if they had a social media platform, they would be able to outsmart us. But for now they're just, I saw somebody outside of their house right now, and I really don't want to pass them while I'm videoing because most of the time I'm not really self-conscious per se, but I'd rather not walk past them while I'm talking about the dogs trying to make a revival uprising for themselves. So I'm going the other way. So yeah, I don't hear any more dogs barking where Sparky went. My neighbor, I'm relatively new where I live, the last almost 3 months now, but my neighbor from down the road came over to me. He introduced me to himself. I think I remember what his name was, but I'm not gonna tell what his name was. But he told me that he has a dog that roams around. And at the time when my neighbor was talking to me, he had a beer can in his hand, and the whole time he was talking to me, I was trying to figure out if he was drunk or not. So I wasn't quite paying attention to his words because I was trying to assess the situation. Like, am I in danger? Is he trying to scope me out? Is he realize that I'm new to this area and he's trying to see what stuff I put in my house to loot later? Or is he just a harmless guy that likes to drink natural light? I don't know. So, but anyways, he was telling me about his dog, Batman. And Batman is a pit bull. And the whole time he was talking to me, I thought like he meant his dog had just like gotten loose. And I was like, okay, well, when's the last time you saw Batman? He's like, oh, just a little bit ago. I said, well, if I come across him, do you want me to bring him back to your house? Or he's like, oh, no. Everybody in the neighborhood knows Batman. He just comes and goes. I'm like, oh, see, I'm telling you what. I don't know if this dog's on a chain or not. Oh, snap, they are going crazy. But, so he's telling me about his dog, Batman. And I was like, my focus just went out the window, and I realized I may have just got an address on video. Hopefully, I don't know. I'll have to look at this later and see if I need to take that off or not. But lady came outside and got her little friendly furry friend. So back to Batman. So he was like, no, Batman, everybody knows him. He just runs around. I just want you to not be afraid of Batman because you might see him. He's a black pit bull. She's like, okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to be afraid of dogs and early on in my life that just got disengaged, or if I've never been afraid of dogs. I mean, there's been situations where I'm not like, oh, I'm a dog whisperer, but I generally love animals. I don't have any dogs. I have had dogs, but I don't really want any dogs at this time in my life right now. But anytime I pass a dog, I ask the owners, like, can I pet your dog? Because I'm just like, oh, dogs barking, it's just sort of like, I know they're talking like, take me with you. Or they may be saying they want to rip my head off. I'm not sure, but I just figure no sudden movements with them. Stretch your hands out, but I just really freaking like dogs. But anyways, so my neighbor told me about Batman, and I was like, well, maybe one day I'll have the opportunity to see Batman. And sure enough, a few weeks ago, I think it was Batman. It could have been Robin, but I'm pretty sure it was Batman. But this black pit bull was just roaming around. So I was like, I yelled out, hey, Batman! And then this dog turns towards me and just kind of starts trotting up to me. Here's what I'm talking about. Gumballs. So, okay, I have an acorn story that kind of links into gumballs that I'll tell after this Batman story. So I yell out to Batman. Pretty sure it's Batman. It could have been Robin, but I'm pretty sure it's Batman. And the dog trots up to me, and I just sort of like, I don't remember if I pet him or not, but he kind of just sniffed around my car, and I'm like, I was putting groceries in the house. I'm like, I don't want to make too much of a friend out of him where he gets used to coming inside my house, but when he realized I wasn't going to pet him, then he just sort of trotted away, so that's fine. There's a lot of dogs around here. Oh, see me. Okay, so acorn story. Near my work, there's these big giant acorns. I've looked it up before, what kind of oak it is. I can't remember off the top of my head right now what kind of oak it is. But humongous acorns, biggest acorns I've seen in my life. And the first time I saw them, the first thing that went through my head was like, these acorns look like little Vietnamese men, like with pointed hats or whatever. Like if you, I don't know, I just pictured doing like little eyes and stuff on them